Hi students, welcome to my channel Thoughts of Physics.
In the video series of moving charges and magnetism, in this class I am going to explain the magnetic field on the axis of a circular current loop. So let us consider a circular coil of radius r and carrying a current I. P is the point at which the magnetic field to be determined due to the circular coil. Let us say the point P is at a distance of x from the center of the circular coil. To find the magnetic field at point P due to the entire circular coil, so let us divide the coil into equal length elements, each element of length dl. Let us say AB is a length element of length dl. First, let us find the magnetic field at point P due to the length element dl. Let us say that magnetic field is dB. The magnetic field due to the length element at point P is dB. To find the total magnetic field due to the entire circular coil at point P, by taking the summation of the magnetic field due to the length elements, we can get the total magnetic field at point P due to the entire circular coil. Let us say the point P is at a distance of r from the length element. So AB is the length element. From the length element, the point P is at a distance of r. Now, the magnetic field dB at point P, the magnetic field dB at point P due to the current element AB of length dl. According to Biot-Savart's law, the magnetic field dB due to the length element at a point P is given by mu naught by 4 pi ideal sine theta by r square. Ideal sine theta by r square. So in the vector form, it can be expressed as dB bar, that is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I into dl bar cross r bar by r cube. Theta is the angle between dl bar and r bar. Theta is the angle between dl bar and r bar. Now from the figure, if you observe that this is the r bar and this is the dl bar, the length direction, so we can represent like this. Now, so the dl bar and r bar both are perpendicular to each other. The angle between dl bar and r bar is 90 degrees. So now if you substitute that, mu naught by 4 pi ideal sine 90 by r square. So sine 90 is 1, then dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi ideal by r square. So this dB is the magnetic field due to the length element AB at point P. Now let us consider the similar length element A dash B dash just quite opposite to this. Now due to this A dash B dash length element also, there will be some magnetic field at point P which is equal to the magnetic field due to the AB length element. So now the dB is the magnetic field due to the AB length element. The dB is the magnetic field, because see already from this formula, so dl bar cross r bar, the dB, the magnetic field which is perpendicular to dl bar, and the magnetic field dB is perpendicular to r bar. According to the definition of vector product, the dB bar is perpendicular to both dl bar and r bar. Now here this dB is perpendicular to r bar. Similarly, the dB which is the magnetic field produced by the length element A dash B dash, which is this dB also perpendicular to this r. Now here the dB is making an angle theta. Now the dB can be resolved into components. So along the horizontal direction, the component of dB is dB cos theta. Along the vertical direction, the component of dB is dB sin theta. So now that this dB is the magnetic field produced at point P due to AB length element. Similarly, due to A dash B dash length element, the magnetic field is dB. If you resolve this dB into components, again this dB will have dB cos theta and dB sin theta. Now here due to this dB, this is the dB cos theta, and due to this dB and this is dB cos theta. Both are in the same direction. But in the vertical direction, if you observe, Due to AB length element, the vertical component is dB sin theta, it is upward. Due to A dash B dash length element, the vertical component of dB is dB sin theta, it is downward. These both are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. So these two components get cancelled. Not only AB and A dash B dash, if you take any elements on this circular coil, the opposite, due to the opposite length elements, vertical components will get cancelled. Vertical components will get cancelled, and due to all the length elements, the horizontal components, those are dB cos thetas, will get added. Now finally we can conclude that due to all the length elements, the vertical components get cancelled and horizontal components get added. If you take the summation of all the horizontal components, we will get the total magnetic field at point P due to the circular current carrying coil. Now, the total magnetic field B, that is given by the summation of dB cos theta. So, dB cos theta means dB cos theta is the horizontal component of the magnetic field which is produced at P due to a length element, one length element. So now if you add and if you sum all the length elements, you will get the total magnetic field at point B. Here the vertical components get cancelled. So that's why we consider only the horizontal components, those are dB cos thetas. Now, so sigma, so dB already we have determined here, that is mu naught by 4 pi IDL by R square. If let us substitute dB, mu naught by 4 pi IDL by R square into cos theta. Now sigma mu naught by 4 pi IDL by R square, let us write as it is. Now cos theta, from the figure, so if you take here, this is the theta, because this angle and these both are symmetry. According to the symmetry, this angle also will be theta. Then if you take cos theta here, now we know the cos theta formula is adjacent side by hypotenuse. For this theta, capital R, the radius is the adjacent side and small r is the hypotenuse. So now cos theta is equal to capital R by small r. So now cos theta, in place of cos theta, we can write capital R by small r. Now, so in this expression, mu naught I capital R over 4 pi R square into R, that is R cube. It is completely constant. This term is constant. Mu naught, permeability of the free space, I, the current flowing in the current carrying circular coil, and capital R is the radius and small r is the distance of the point from the length element. This is also constant, that is from all the length element the R is same. So that's why small r also constant. Now the variable is dl. The dl is length element. If you are consider this much portion, this is the length of dl. You can take this much portion, like that the length element will change. That's why variable is dl. Now, so sigma dl means the sum of dl. So the sigma dl, the sum of dl will be the total circumference. The sum of dl will be the total circumference, that gives 2 pi r, because the circumference of the circular coil is 2 pi r. 2 pi capital R is the radius. So that's why sigma dl can be written as 2 pi r, because the circumference of the coil, that is sigma dl, that is 2 pi r. And from this figure you can say that this is the right angle triangle. So from this right angle triangle you can say that Pythagoras theorem, according to that, square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of the other two sides. That's why small r square is equal to capital R square plus x square. So small r square is equal to capital R square plus x square. Small r square is equal to capital R square plus x square. From this you will get r is equal to square root of r square plus x square. The square root can be written as whole power 1 by 2. Now small r is equal to capital R square plus x square whole power 1 by 2. Now if you substitute, integral dl is 2 pi r and small r is equal to capital R square plus x square whole power 1 by 2 in the first expression. Now capital B is equal to mu naught IR, integral dl is 2 pi r and 4 pi, in place of small r you can substitute capital R square plus x square whole power 1 by 2 and cube, as it is we have taken cube. Now here, so 2 pi and 4 pi, 2 pi 2s are 4 pi cancelled, and after that we left with mu naught I. Here this is R and here it is also R, capital R. So capital R into capital R, that gives capital R square. Now finally, after cancellation we got the expression mu naught I R square by 2 into capital R square plus X square whole power 3 by 2. So 1 by 2 into 3, it gives 3 by 2. The final expression is B is equal to mu naught I R square. That is capital R into R, that is R square. Mu naught I R square by 2 into R square plus X square, R square plus X square whole power 3 by 2. This is the magnetic field, the total magnetic field at point P. The total magnetic field at point P due to the circular coil, due to the entire circular coil at point P is B. That is given by the B is equal to mu naught IR square by 2 into R square plus X square whole power 3 by 2. Now, so if the coil consists of n number of turns, for one turn this is the formula. If the coil having only one turn, this is the formula. If the coil consists of n number of turns, then the formula becomes B is equal to mu naught Ni R square over 2 into R square plus X square whole power 3 by 2. This is the formula of the magnetic field at a point on the axis of the circular coil which is having n number of turns. The point P is at a distance of x from the center of the circular coil. Capital R is the radius of the circular coil and I is the current passing through the circular coil. Now, at the center of the coil, x is equal to 0. At the center of the coil means the distance x is 0. Now, if you substitute x is equal to 0 in this expression, mu naught Ni R square by 2 into this x becomes 0. This term becomes 0. Now, R square whole power 3 by 2. Now, 2 get cancelled. Mu naught Ni R square by 2. After 2 getting cancelled, we left with R cube. Here R square and R square cancel, we left with R. Now the magnetic field at the center of the circular coil B is equal to mu naught Ni by 2R, where N is the number of turns in the coil. Capital R is the radius of the circular coil. Now at a very far point, then X is very greater than capital R. At very far, that means the point P is at large distance from the center of the circular coil. Now in this expression, small capital R can be neglected because x is very greater than capital R, so capital R can be neglected. Then this expression becomes 0, x square whole power 3 by 2. So 2 get cancelled, it becomes x cube. Now this is the expression if the point is far away from the center of the circular coil, the mu naught Ni R square by 2x cube. Now, so this figure shows how the magnetic field varies with the distance. At the center of the circular coil, the magnetic field is maximum. So as we are moving away from the circular coil, the magnetic field goes on decreases either side of the coil. So this is about the magnetic field due to the current carrying circular coil on the axis.